what you do in that situation? You sabotage their reputation every chance you get. I saw some friends of my parents who hadn't seen my brothers in a while, and this woman starts asking questions. How's your brother John doing? I said, well, I'll spare you all the gory details, but let's just say she doesn't go by John anymore. Is your brother Mark still practicing law? Well, technically, I mean, he's representing himself now. For the other guy. Well, I saw your mom. She said your brother Andy is still delivering babies. Really? Because he's not supposed to be. This PO knows about this. We had the whistling father, now whistling songs, whistling at you. The language he spoke, we called it Whistlish. It was a hybrid of whistling and English. There's a pile of wood up on the hill. I want you to grab the wheelbarrow. Head up there. Give me like 3 or 4 good logs. Bring them here. Let me check them over. Stack them behind the house. Come back over here. I've got some more shit for you to do. Beat it. Let's go. Come on. Brothers and I, we were like border collies. Every time he whistled, we changed directions. Flanking left now, right? Jesus Christ. Enough for the whistling. He was a good man. Father passed away a few years ago. He, last 8 months of his life, he lived with my wife and I. And boy, I'll tell you what, if you're ever considering doing that for one of your parents, when you ask them, you better hope they say no. That's a game changer. Vaginas out the window. There you go. We've seen that for a while. It's like having another kid in the house. It is. It's crazy. He's misbehaved all the time. When he died, he was grounded. We had to move the funeral back till they could make it. Thursday. Saturday, the earliest. And that's if he's good. I'm married 18 years now. 18 years. Yeah, it's good, man. It's tough. My parents got divorced after 41 years. That's the longest game of chicken. My wife and I, we had problems for a while. We went out and saw a marriage counselor for a bit. I don't know if you've ever done that, but that sucks. It's expensive. And you know what they ask you to do in the first meeting? Self-diagnose. Let's see if you know what the problem is. You've made the appointment, you're aware you have issues. What sets her off, Dave? What really makes her angry? Boy, as far as I can tell, oxygen. I held her underwater, but it didn't help. She started scratching, and she called you. Money's a big thing with couples. I don't know if everybody's got it. One person's better in a marriage with the money than the other one. My wife is much better. I love to spend money, goddammit. I love to spend money. A few months ago, my wife says, we're going to start keeping your receipts. We're going to track your spending. Last month, I spent $63 on licorice. getting better. My wife does the online banking. You guys like the online banking? Woo! I'm old school. I'm going into the bank, all right? Because one of our tellers is so hot. I find any reason I can to get to the bank. I deposited 95 cents last night. It's all there. And it's fun because we have this kind of sweet, flirtatious dialogue that always goes back and forth. I always go to her window. I count it out like I'm in gym class. I let people ahead of me make sure I get on my buddy's team. And I walk right up to her like, hey, Kathy, you're looking good today. And then she'll say something like, aren't you supposed to be 100 feet away from me? Why don't you check the calendar? Toots, that expired 9.5 hours ago. We were sitting around talking about our celebrity crushes, my wife and I. Everybody's got a celebrity crush. I'll tell you this, my wife has given me permission, if I ever meet Heidi Klum, free to give her the business. Not terribly confident she's cleared that with Heidi yet. And if she doesn't, that could be a disaster. Because I'm going to see her at some airport someday. I'll see her somewhere. Be like, hey Heidi, I'm Dave. Hey, did a woman named Janice get a hold of you? No? Well, looks like we do this the hard way. Those heels are going to slow you down, I can tell you that. Faster than I look. My wife says, well, it has to be fair. What happens if I meet George Clooney? I said, if you meet Clooney, tell him we saw Leatherheads and he owes us $18. We moved to the suburbs a few years back in Grand Rapids. I live in one of those suburbs where everybody's lawn is immaculate. That neighborhood, you know, it's like a competition that's always going on. If your lawn doesn't look good, you might as well have VD, because that's how people talk about you. One of my neighbors came over to my house last summer. He goes, hey, did you hear about Schmitty? I said, no, what's the matter? He goes, he's got crabgrass. I said, I was just eating boneless wings with him last night. He didn't say anything about this. It's not the kind of thing you go telling everybody. I told him he's probably getting it from that single chick who lives next door. Have you seen how overgrown her bushes are? I got another neighbor, I'm pretty sure his kid's selling pop. I'll know for sure when he calls back. It's pretty good. There's a lot of Camaros over there.